Can we be serious? Take one.
Can we just say, can we be serious in English? Hello? Director?
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hi, my name is Jeff.
Press live.
Oh, sorry.
And we're live.
And what is good?
It's your boy Jordan.
It's your girl, okay. Oh.
And we're coming to you live from the 914.
The 9-1 fizzle. What was that?
I had to take a sip before I take this because I'm prepared to talk about some other stuff, whole other topics, and in the middle of us preparing for the podcast, we got hit with some devastating news. Just like everybody else out there who's in the hip-hop community or black community or West Coast community, he was just in part of so many different communities. Nipsey Hussle has just passed away, been fatally shot several times outside of his clothing store, in front of his child, reports say. And yeah, man.
I have to like this one for Nipsey.
That's what happened. I mean, there's a staleness in the air. I feel like everybody can feel it right now. It's just like, this one hurts.
Yeah.
Like people die every day. We know that. But there's people in this world that make a difference, that make a change. They're special people. And when you lose those type of people, it's just like,
it's draining.
Like, I never met Nipsey Hussle a day in my life. Never sat in this same room with him. None of that. But I still felt connected to him in a sense from what he was trying to do in his message. Like, he helped me inspire the mindset to be a black entrepreneur.
You know, how come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my people, because you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating. It's depreciating.
And build business, like watching his tapes and his interviews and shit like that, and his hustle, like he was definitely a blueprint for our community. And this one's for you, Nick.
I think I'm pulling that one.
I think we need like a moment of silence. R.I.P. Nick, man.
Like, my heart is like
Heavy
as fuck. Like, and I feel bad for Lauren London. Like,
Lauren London, his kids,
his
kids,
family.
He just had a kid. I think in 2015 or 2016, he just passed.
Like, that shit is sad, bruh.
A kid to lose a parent, it's horrible. It's horrible.
I hate talking about
Especially
death.
when you're not even there yet. Like, the kid's not even mentally there yet, so they don't know what's happening now, but they're going to understand one day the impact that their father had on this world, and they'll understand that he was taken way before his time.
This whole thing, we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. And I think, you know, I read something, I was like, that's not what it is. You're going to always be unfulfilled if you look at life like that. It's about knowing you're going to leave one day. And, you know, when you leave, the only way you're going to be fulfilled is if you know you gave everything you had.
Really, though.
And you emptied yourself here. And you left it all here because it's temporary and you got a moment, you know?
Right.
So I think that for me, it's like, I got kids. I got a daughter and a son.
Right.
So, you know, you got to factor in your kids. You can't just all the way commit yourself to your cause.
Right.
You know, you gotta make sure that you're there for your kids. But outside of that, I want to be in this thing until, you know, I'm out of energy till I don't have nothing left to contribute.
He was shot 6 times, 1 in the head.
Like, if you would have woke me up this morning, or yesterday, or a week ago, it's like, yeah, yo, it's Nipsey Hussle's about to die. Like, watch out, you better pay attention. I would have been like, what? What are you talking about? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, he's like, his increase was like he was on the path to doing something great. Although the steps he was taking was great in themselves, but like I seen him like doing next level shit like for our community, like just building on a level that is abnormal to the normal person. So
and a lot of people were saying that it was the government, not me, as I do believe. But a lot of people were saying it was the government because they said, what gang member is going to shoot somebody in broad daylight?
That's silly.
The type of person that Nipsey is, who would do that?
That's silly.
You feel me?
In the world we live in, shooting people in broad daylight. What's her name got shot and killed? XXXTentacion got shot and killed.
But that was a robbery. And they watched him go to the bank. And then catch him in the parking lot.
The fact of the matter is, it was in broad daylight.
It was, but it was like
people aren't scared to shoot you in broad daylight. If I want to kill you, I'm gonna kill you no matter where you're at. Like,
I mean, I guess.
And especially if it was gang related, I don't know. I mean, it literally just happened minutes ago. Like,
literally, maybe an hour ago.
For people to come to conclusions.
I mean, because we already have what he was in the works of doing. So you know what happens when men in power or anybody in power are starting to work on something good. You know what happens to them. So let's not ignore that factor.
Yeah, but to say moments after the man died, it was the government, and we're not there. But I can see where you're coming from. But this was all the way on the other side of the country. This is in the Compton.
So that's like saying, would you be shocked if, God forbid, Jay-Z got shot in New York? Would you be confused?
But if Jay-Z got shot in New York, I wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't say it was the government?
Draw a conclusion that quickly. Like,
so you're telling me that Jay-Z would just be like, oh, it's just, oh, he was just shot because he's Jay-Z. Nipsey ain't really have no beef right now other than being a part of the Crips, but I don't think Nipsey he was an active Crip.
Affiliated. He is a Crip. He doesn't hide it.
But he's not an active Crip. You know,
it doesn't matter if you're active.
It does.
Nipsey is seen several times in the media getting into fights. Like, I don't want to put no bad shit on his name and none of that, but like, he's not saying he's active, but Nipsey's not some quiet, average Joe type dude. Like, he's the type of dude that's gonna voice his opinion and pull up in the right situation if need be. You feel me? So he's Crip, like. But to even say that it was gang affiliated, like how you know it's just not some nigga who doesn't like him.
To shoot him 6 times?
Who has no affiliation with no gang.
Niggas really don't like it, they usually get 1 or 2 shots off. But to clean the whole clip?
Listen, you don't know.
You want to make sure that nigga's dead.
Yeah, I mean,
why? He ain't got no enemies right now.
You're in This ain't. That's
so
not
what?
New York.
That's like saying yes, it is, bro. That's just like saying in the Bronx or in Harlem. You gotta understand, there's trenches just like anywhere else.
Compton is gangland. Like, so shit like that happens frequently. It's just because it's Nipsey Hussle that it's so. Shit like that happens in Chicago. Shit like that does happen here too.
Exactly.
But since it's Nipsey Hussle now, it's just like, oh, maybe it's the government. So what about all the other black people? Like, people don't realize black on black crime is what kills us the most.
Yes, true.
Like, so to immediately take the attention off of the black on black crime.
But who's killing Nipsey right now?
But you can't say that. You can't just say just because a nigga's doing good, everybody in the community wants to see him.
I never said that.
Like, hell
because
no.
that's why I'm the advocate of leaving the hood and staying out of it. Because for
this
shit
nigga
like
was
this,
literally in hood.
His hood, that at his store that he built in his hood. Like, you help the community, and look what your community do to you. If it's not the government, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna get out, I'm out. I'm out. Because you got people that don't want to see you good, bro. You got niggas that hate on you. You got niggas that don't care if you feed the homeless or not. because they was probably could be doing some shit like that. So I'm good on the hood. You can pass me up on it. Once I'm out, Kenny's out.
Facts.
There's no need for me to stay, especially when your life is in jeopardy and all you're trying to do is help.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter where you go, your life is going to be in jeopardy. But when you're not even welcomed home, that's trash. That's like Meek Mill getting shot in Philly.
But it's great. Like, I feel like he was getting good reception, and like it was love coming in from all directions. But once again, I don't know him personally. I don't know what his day-to-day life was, but from the outside picture, it looked like it was love around him. It looked like everything was going in the right direction. He just got his girl back, like, just had a kid. Like, the album dropped not too long ago.
Right.
He had the documentary coming out about Dr. CB, which may lead people to think is a controversy, but like, he had a lot of shit going for him. Like, so you wouldn't think a nigga like that is in any trouble. There's no time for trouble when you're doing so much good. Like, that's why people do good, is to stay out of trouble. So I feel like he was doing so much good. Somehow, trouble, the devil sneaked in and just...
The devil was busy today.
I don't know.
It's like, it's really not a good feeling when someone dies, bro. Especially gone too soon over some bullshit.
Facts.
Just over some pure bullshit. Like, I just don't like death, period.
Life is short.
Life is so short. It makes me just want to go do some, not no crazy shit, but I just want to do some crazy shit at this point. Like,
yeah, I can definitely
like,
feel that.
Me doing this podcast, I feel like I have to do more than that. Like, I have to do something. Like, I'm about to book a flight. Like,
I need
nigga,
to get on tomorrow, because life is not promised tomorrow. So we got to seize every opportunity and every moment. That shit like that is reminders, but it's painful reminders. Like, because you don't get it. Like, you won't get how short life is, and you take shit for granted. Then something like this will happen, then you'll forget again. Then it'll take something like that to happen again. And then when you really appreciate life, shit that happens like that, you'll be so in tune with it. It won't affect you as badly as it affect people who don't appreciate life and shit as much.
yeah.
Right?
I don't know. This is.
It's all a part of a greater purpose.
If you haven't told someone that you care about, that you love them today, I think you should do so.
Send love.
I sent Jordan some love, and let me tell you, he didn't send it back, so it's okay.
Yeah. I love differently, you know?
I don't want your different love.
You don't love differently. You ever like that?
You want to hug me? Just in case you don't feel the love.
This is what I look like when I get hugged. I mean, let's step back for a second. Today was going accordingly until we lost a legend. And I'm going to definitely call him a legend.
Okay.
3 days ago, he just released on YouTube, him and Lauren London, they did like a little couples thing, like a little couples talk, like just little stuff like that, like just spreading growth and wealth in different sectors of life, like relationships. Then he got the real estate, then he got the positive, the music, then he got the clothing, then he's his own record label, like
yeah.
Like, he was doing so much bullshit, like, and like, to get knocked down after you doing all that bullshit is just like, damn, that's hard. And the game is definitely taking a hit today. Shout out Nipsey's family. Would you say you was a big Nipsey, was you like a Nipsey fan?
I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh, I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan, because I'm definitely not a fan to where it's like, oh my God, Nipsey. It's just so much of, I'm a fan of Lauren London, so I fuck with Lauren, so I fucks with your mans.
Facts.
Like, it's not like, you know, he out here doing super crazy shit. Like, I never not heard his music, but I was never the one to where it's like on my playlist.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna front, his debut album, the last joint he dropped, Victory Lap, there was a couple songs I fucked with it on it with Kendrick and shit, but like, I wouldn't say I was a big Nipsey Hussle fan in reference to the music. But as far as him outside of the music, I was definitely a fan. Like, I was a fan of the real estate movements, the own your own business movements, the health movements. The nigga became vegan. Like,
he was vegan.
Yeah, he stopped smoking, stopped drinking, all
he stopped
that.
Smoking.
He was on the bro. He was doing good. Like, he was on the literally straight and narrow. Like, if you would want a role model for your kids, Nipsey's top 5. Like, he's like, especially for the black community. Like,
that's boo.
So we just basically lost an icon. Am I well? You don't agree?
Yeah, I believe so.
And to take a loss like that after we just lost Kim Porter not too long ago, we lost
Mac
Miller, XXX. It's been a tough year for the music industry. A lot of people have been dying, like
over nothing.
Boom, 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 like stupid shit. So like, I feel like this whole gun shit, niggas need to chill out.
But it's not gonna be a thing.
You think it's the guns?
Is that like that's what I'm saying? Like, is it the guns or is it us at this point? Because at this point, I don't even know. Oh shit.
The guns. I think it's the guns.
Nigga. So then, if we get rid of guns, who gonna protect us? I mean, what they gonna protect us with?
I mean,
how you gonna protect yourself?
I mean, I'm not saying there's a solution, but I just feel like that's the problem. I'm not pitching no solutions. Like, I don't know what to do.
But nigga could stab you.
I just want the government to admit that they don't know what to do.
Choke you out.
Nah.
You could still die other ways. You don't have to just die through a
Yeah,
bullet.
but you know how easy it is to kill somebody with a gun?
You know how easy it is
hard
to slit somebody's throat?
It's hard to choke somebody out. Like, you gotta be a real right person to kill somebody with your bare hands. To shoot somebody, you can be dumb far away. I just put my hand up and wave the gun, blah, blah, blah. Like, but the Nipsey shit, like, that was a close-up shooting, like.
Yeah.
So that was personal, like. And you killed him in front of his kids? Like, what?
That shit is sad.
That's OD sad. And the person got away. They saying that it's a
no, they said that they have that person in custody.
They got him in custody?
Supposedly, that's what they said. Or it's a lie, or is this the government? Because y'all know the government.
News just happened so fast. This shit literally happened like 30 minutes ago, and we getting news in every second.
Because you know how fast social media work. You got to understand. They like hours behind over there. So they're getting it, and then we're getting it like later than probably what it was.
Yeah.
Like.
But that's crazy. Like, social media. Like, if you're popular and you die, the moment he died, the whole world found out.
And there's videos of him on the street.
Deadass? Surfing? I didn't even see that.
But it's like you don't really see much of him. You just see him. They just trying to resuscitate him. Why is it always one socket is always off? Isn't that not weird? When someone is like shot, one sock is always off. That's not weird. Nobody noticed shit like that.
Nah.
I'm looking at him like, why is his sock off?
So he had one sock?
He had one shoe on, bro.
Nah, I didn't even realize that.
That's weird. Every time. Same thing with X. That shit is weird. They was trying to resuscitate him. So that's what social media have. And it's like a picture of him with him next to a picture of a kid. And then him on the floor, like, breathing through his do-rag.
That's crazy. 6 times.
6 times. Clean the whole clip.
Damn.
I think it has probably a 9.
So you're going with conspiracies.
I'm going with conspiracy.
I'm still up in the air. I don't know if it's conspiracies or gang related, or it could just be random. I'm more focused on now the next step. Like, what's his kids gonna do? Like, what's his future wife gonna do? Like, who's gonna run his business? Who's gonna step up to where he would like?
I don't think that's a concern right now. To be honest, they're probably trying to figure out who did it.
But like, when you're in those positions, those are the things you got to think about. Like, for example, when Martin Luther King died, like, as soon as he died, it's like, now who's gonna be who's Martin? Like, what happened? Like, this nigga was really making moves, like, for the youth. There's like, can you count how many niggas in the industry was doing the shit he's doing?
No, and that's why they had to make sure that this nigga wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Because he's doing too much. He's trying to make it known that you can actually be something. You can actually be somebody without having to be considered a criminal.
So it was about the whole silence thing.
Mm-hmm.
You think they was trying to silence him?
Keep him quiet.
I mean, in the past...
Trying to make sure... And if this movie don't come out, you already know why.
Yeah, the whole documentary about Dr. Sebi. If you guys out there don't know who it is, you should definitely Google Dr. Sebi. He was a holistic doctor who cured basically every disease known to man. From AIDS, cancer, leukemia, the measles, anything. All with natural herbs and shit. And he was killed because of the cover-up. Everybody always want to cover shit up. So they blamed that on the government. And then now Nipsey Hussle is going to come out with a documentary saying like how he was trying to make a change and the government killed him. Like, so that's the story you wrote. And now that I think about it and I say it, I'm like, damn, that's so crazy.
Exactly.
The world is crazy.
The way that this government is set up in the world, period, bro, you gotta look past the, oh, he's a gangbanger, it was gang affiliated. Yeah. You gotta look past it sometimes, because just like you just said, this man was changing his life around. What hood nigga you know going vegan, and then next thing you know, getting ran down on 6 shots to the head?
Facts, like...
What? That doesn't even make any damn sense. Like, no, somebody's watching and was like, nah, we gotta get this nigga out of here. Like, it's always gonna say it was gang related. No.
And they said it was gang related mad early. Like, that'd be the news though. The news will put that propaganda out there dumb quick. Like, because black man shot, he's Crip. They super put that in there and nah. But in hindsight, those are really facts. He is Crip though.
Exactly.
But to bring that up immediately after he gets shot is just like...
It's like he never hid that he was a Crip. So that's not nothing that we're taking away from it. But it's not like he, like I keep saying before, he's not an active Crip. Like, isn't Snoop Dogg still a Crip? But he's not an active Crip?
Yeah, you wouldn't... if he got shot today, you wouldn't say Snoop Dogg, the Crip gangbanger.
You feel me?
You wouldn't say that.
It's not...
So why are you still associating me with that life when I'm so far past that? Like, even though that's what I did, why is that the first headline that you put? Gang related violence. Like, I bet you mad tabloids in California.
And it probably won't even get looked that deep into it if he doesn't have a strong family behind him.
Right.
Because they might just automatically say it was a gang member. If it wasn't, you know whose.
And the way it happened, like it was the run up. Niggas ran up, like that's probably why they'll say it's gang related.
Of course.
But the government can also hire niggas to do
that, shit like that and get away with it.
And we'll get you off. We got you in custody. Boom. Nigga lost him. He's lost in translation. Like, but they do shit like that all the time. And so what do we do?
What can we do?
What's the solution?
Because we already know what happened to Martin Luther King.
And Malcolm X. And Gandhi. And Mandela.
They swear up and down that they didn't kill Martin Luther King in the hospital.
It was, yeah.
They swear up and down that he died on that balcony. That man did not die on that balcony. We all know that.
Niggas didn't want to save him,
like doctor smothered him.
So as black people have changed, what do we do?
I don't know.
What do we do to change our community? What do we do to change our society? If we get in all the blueprints, and then once we follow the blueprint, and then we make it and we try to give back, why do we have to be quiet? Like the Oprahs and like, I feel like Oprah is quiet to an extent, like.
Because she her connection, she got to keep her connection.
Like,
and that's why a lot of famous people that's like rich,
they're not loud.
You can't say much because then that's when your connections slowly disappear, or you will disappear. To be honest,
exactly. Like, and I feel like Nipsey was very loud. Like, he was loud in the game. Like, he was talking on subjects that niggas wasn't even mentioning. Like, everybody's surfing this and around this interview right now where he's talking about the real estate, and the interview was like, "Oh, you a up and coming rapper talking about real estate?" Like, that mindset right there makes the up niggas like, what?
Makes them nervous.
This young nigga's already thinking about that? Nah. Let's just wait and watch. Let's see if he goes through it. 10 years later, everything he was talking about, now he's actually doing this shit on a big scale and it's working. Like, oh, no, it's over. Cut it off. Quick. But that's going with your conspiracy theory.
That is going with my conspiracy.
Now we're going to play devil advocate and we're going to switch it to the other side.
He was a gangbang. I don't want to be 100 and like, you know, I want to be 102. Like,
yeah.
It's, sometimes it's just like, it's not believable.
No.
It's not believable. It's like, I'm not like, oh my God. Like, if it was Chris Brown, it's like, I'll probably be a broken wreck. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel a way about Nipsey. One, he's a young black man. He just was just trying to get right. So it just sits on me very, very heavy.
Because you feel like he was a good person.
Yeah,
and
like
when good. That's what one thing human people hate in general is when good people die. Because it's just like, why God? Like,
yeah.
Why did him out of everybody? All the
you
niggas,
got all these
celebrities
people
doing clout shit, bullshit, spewing negativity, like just everyday people, like, and you take a good one, like, huh? But like that's just first thoughts and like what people see when it first happened and like impact and shit. Like, you always ask why, like. But to be honest, you can't ask. You can't question. You can't answer why. Like, you just got to deal with the fact, and that's just sucks at this point, cause like we losing a lot, and I feel like as a culture, it's like, when are we gonna start winning? Like, when does the winning start? Like, when are we gonna actually see us people like who we got, like Michael Jordan? Oh, like those, besides those, like as a younger generation, like.
Yeah.
Who's really the people that, like, we would say, like, oh, that's the voice of our generation, or that's the nigga, like, that's really speaking for our people, like, nobody, like.
It's crazy because I think somebody tweeted that they posted on Facebook maybe a month or two ago that we need to protect Nipsey Hussle because he's about to drop the documentary about the guy.
Wow.
He tweeted it. He posted his Facebook status.
So this was already in the
people's mind, bro, that he needed to be protected.
So and that's what that brings me to think. Did he have security? Like,
fucking security. I'm shooting. He wasn't the only one that was shot.
It was his people shot too.
People got shot, and he was the one that died.
Because he was probably obviously the top.
The target.
He was definitely the target. Like,
and he probably had people around him that was probably trying to protect him or something.
Yeah.
Cause I think it was maybe 4 people got shot and 1 died. So maybe, I don't know if they included him in that 4 people already.
Maybe niggas, he was getting shot and then niggas realized and probably try to jump
in.
Like, who knows? Or they probably just sprayed by. Who knows? I wasn't there, but like. We'll get more information. This literally happened 30 minutes ago, people. Like, not even an hour ago. Like, and I'm already seeing my whole timeline flooded. R.I.P. Nipsey videos, pictures, like, and it's just like, damn.
Somebody else died. Who else died?
Yeah.
Someone in the live stream said that someone else
died. Let us know. Let us know.
We needs to know. But listen, we do the podcast every Wednesday and Sunday at the same time, 9 o'clock, 9-ish. If you want to see us, a full form, see the video, make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel, CWBS Radio. And go to our Instagram and our Twitter, CWBS Radio _ if you want to keep up with us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Deadly.
No Millie rocking today.
Don't Millie rock. Oh, we gotta be sad.
We don't have to be sad, but just gotta be sensitive.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were sensitive, right?
I am sensitive, but that don't mean I couldn't throw a Millie Rock in there.
You lying.
I'm Nigga said I'm lying. Whatever. I want to know who else died.
What do you mean you don't want to know who else died?
I said I want to know who else.
I don't think anybody else died.
Someone else just said it. Someone else said this. Yeah, she ain't answered the question. That's what I'm saying.
She got everybody on suspense. They want to know.
They probably wasn't, not necessarily not saying that they're not important, but probably wasn't nobody famous, or I guess, to where it was like it was a big deal.
But I just want to let you people know out there, people die every day.
People do die every day, but we don't want to die right now.
People die every day.
And it's sad that people die every day.
But when people close to you, people you care about, and people you love,
don't know who it was. Different. They was the one that was around Nipsey.
Oh, so two
maybe
people
security.
So 2 people got shot and died.
Oh, my heart, bro.
Prayers to all their families. Blessings to all their families.
My achy, bakey heart.
Deep. And like, and this isn't even one of those situations like where it's like, don't give him we didn't give him his roses while he can smell them. Like, because niggas really fucked with Nipsey. Like, the game fucked with Nipsey. Like, it was love and all that. So like, this is just a surprise. This is like one of those things that's just like out of nowhere. Like,
it's a big ass shocker, and it's kind of confusing at this point.
Yeah, like, I'm just really sitting here like, what? Like, when you first said Nipsey got shot, first thing that pops in my mind, like, no way. Like, this is just some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
Then second thing that pops in my mind, no wait. Shit like this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, so wait, boom.
But then that's crazy.
It showed like, oh, he's going to the hospital. So I'm like, oh, he's gonna pull through. Like, he's good. Like,
yeah.
They're not gonna take Nipsey from us. Then when it said he died, I'm like,
I swear it, like, I got the text like back to back. Like, it wasn't even so much of he got shot.
Yeah.
Then he on the way to the hospital. Then boom, he died. Like, it wasn't that quick. Like, I mean, it was that quick. Like how it happened. Like,
the whole sequence was just like, boom, boom. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it was.
And like I said, people, it literally just happened. Like, so we're living in the moment. Like, and this is the crazy thing about technology, because we're able, like, to broadcast to you what we're literally just getting. Like, so we just want to spread the word and the love for Nipsey. Like, if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, if you don't know about him, Google him. He's a dope artist.
It's government shit.
Back to the conspiracy.
That's it.
I can talk conspiracies all day. Like,
we can talk conspiracy all day,
because the whole Dr. Sebi thing is bugged out. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
The documentary that he was about to do was probably gonna spread more light that was covered up on once they killed Dr. Sebi, because Dr. Sebi was definitely killed. He was 100% healthy when he died, and I think he was like 80-some years old. 100% healthy. He could jump on a table from the floor off vert. Like, he had a YouTube video and all that. Like, and then he had the herbs and shit that cured cancer and all that shit. Like, literally all you had to do was like go on a certain diet that didn't involve no medicine at all. Like, all his cures for diseases required no man-made medicine. Like, so what do you think that means? Big business, pharmacies, drug companies, the biggest companies in America bodying this nigga. Like, he's dead. They cover it up. Nobody really knows about him because they bury all the information on the nigga. Nipsey gets an eye on it. Oh, wait. My people need to know about this because he's from Africa. And he was basically telling us, like, Dr. Sebi was heavy on, like, us knowing our roots in Africa and what we're supposed to eat and how we're supposed to live and shit like that, because we came over here and took a diet that's not best for us. Like, he was saying we can live to like 130, 140. But because of this American diet and shit, like, we die at 70 and 60. Like, he was really spreading.
Imagine people living into 140, 130.
That's what he
used to. A healthy life?
That's how it used to be back in Africa.
Nigga, what?
Facts.
Niggas dying out here at 16. Rest in peace, Junior. Like, niggas out here dying.
Facts. Niggas is definitely out here dying all day. And if you're trying to make a change, you're dying quicker. That shit is
so
crazy.
Do you make the change or not?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if that's your purpose in life, you don't be scared. You don't be scared to make a change and shit. Like, if you really care about something, you don't let nothing stop it. Not even this. Like
Someone said, think about it. He's working to build up the community. He actually pulls through with it. They feel threatened. They feel the need to take him out. They blame it on a gang member.
yeah,
Nah.
they always blame it on gang members.
They're always gonna blame it on the gang.
But we gave them that ammo, cause we participate in gangs to this day.
Who a gang?
Everybody's a gang.
You a gang.
The police a gang.
The police is a gang.
Police is gang.
But I'm not a gang.
Everybody there's a gang.
Nah,
everybody's in a gang.
No, don't lie.
Niggas is in gangs
You are
with
not
their
in the gang. You are too soft.
I am in the gang.
What gang you rep?
I'm in my own gang. It's called gang.
No, nigga. That's
The
my gang.
nigga gang. Nah.
Nigga.
Gang full of niggas.
Oh God.
Nah, seriously though.
I don't feel like it. We gotta try to be serious. I don't feel like it was gang affiliated. I'm sorry.
I don't feel like it was gang affiliated, but then again, we don't know.
I'm not
We're
saying
spectators.
that it's a gang.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now.
What are you
It wasn't
telling me?
a gang boom bow. It wasn't.
What was it?
It was.
What do you think? So walk me through the government conspiracy. Like, the government hires somebody to kill him?
I'm not telling you because I don't want the government to come and find me.
Oh, because the government's watching us
They
right
listen,
now.
they can hear. There's like multiple devices in this room and they can hear me.
Facts.
You think I'm going to sit here and explain? That's what I'm saying. No gang member is dumb enough to do that shit with a
And
rap
kill.
like Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey's super OG. So
It's like
to shoot Nipsey.
you
that's
shooting
a
an
death.
OG. You walking into a death sentence because the police didn't find you.
Maybe he got shot by
Somebody is finding
Yeah.
you. Somebody is finding you and killing your ass, nigga. It's
Yeah.
over. You got a
Especially
death
if
sentence.
he did it in broad daylight.
Like it's when it was 9 o'clock here, so maybe it was like maybe 5 over there in
Broad
LA.
daylight, middle of the afternoon, walking into his own store, that his store. Like, what? I don't get the
Man,
situation.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And the gang member situation is just like what everybody's going to jump towards first anyway.
They're gonna gravitate towards that.
Because he was heavily Crip, but if we put that shit aside, but for a second, I feel like the young people should understand, like, when you going into these gangs, like, this shit's gonna affect you for the rest of your life. If not in one way, maybe another. Like,
But
if you're
why?
gonna- because it's just the rep and the shit that it carries. Not saying that it's right, but like this is like the cloud that it has over you. Like, and especially if you hang on and ties to it, like, you'll still see him saying Crip, like, and shit like that. Like for example, what's the young homie that's coming up that be doing the Crip walk all the time? Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Like, he be doing the Crip walk on the gram all the time. Like, he's from the West Coast, or even YG. Let's use YG for example. If YG gets caught shot somewhere, the first thing that everybody's gonna think is gang affiliated.
But
You
that's why
wouldn't
I
think
said
it's
something
together.
about. That's why I said Snoop Dogg, because that's a whole gang banger. That was a gang banger. He was a rapper, turned into a family man, business mogul. Like, if God forbid Snoop Dogg was to get shot, niggas would not automatically say it.
Yeah.
I mean, they would say it, but we wouldn't be so quick to believe that shit. Like, Snoop gangbang, nah. 6 times, nah. What? Nah, confused. Like,
You don't know. Somebody said nobody's that G.
his strong ass fingers.
Nobody is that G to step to Nipsey because he's real right. You don't know who's out there that's crazy enough to step to who. There's a lot of crazy. If there's people crazy enough to go into places and kill 60 people, you don't think there's somebody crazy enough to go out there and kill one man?
That's someone that has mental illnesses, as they always pump. But them niggas, something be really wrong with them niggas. But half of the time, I be thinking that's the government too.
Listen, to kill somebody nowadays isn't a hard task. It happens like this all the time. So, like, I don't feel like it was because of, like, that's why the gang shit doesn't make sense, because it's just, like, the whole stature thing, like, why kill him? It's not gonna be for gang. Like, you don't gain anything in the streets for killing Nipsey Hussle. Like,
that's what I'm
so
saying. You're not gonna get no clout. You're not gonna get nothing from killing Nipsey, bro. Like,
you can't even flaunt that. Like, you're not, like, you're dead.
Immediately.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. You would get nothing from killing Nipsey. Nothing. You won't win from that shit. So you're not gonna tell me that was on some gang shit. Like,
see, somebody just said in the live stream, he knew somebody who was an OG in the game and that was respected and got shot by a young nigga trying to come up. But even a young, I don't think a young nigga
would even do some dumb ass shit.
Yeah,
like
they're like, kill Nipsey Hussle for what? Like, to claim to what, his store? Like, nah, that's not how things work.
Like, you're not gonna gain anything from
that's
it.
Not
like,
how things
killing
work.
anybody, you don't gain anything from it, bro.
That's not how shit works nowadays. So, like, I feel like it definitely wasn't anywhere along the lines of that.
It's dangerous to be black with money.
Exactly. And he has that's why I'm wondering about the security aspect, like, because he has a lot of money.
Fuck security, nigga. A bullet can go through a man.
Yeah, but
in a big man,
big niggas that they be walking around with, if they huddle together, like, and stand together, that's like a wall. No G. If 4 of them stand together,
so you
that's
telling me
like
a nigga got a fucking AR?
I don't know if they gonna step in front. He was shot with an AR?
No, I'm saying you're telling me that a nigga's gonna build a wall around another man with an AR. Stupidly, my nigga. Like,
33? You know how many plans I have now from now to 33?
I plan on getting married.
To lose it all 33. From now into 33? Like, it's just like, I work so hard.
Your own
like,
community is
that's
really
like
not safe.
That's baby like your prime. Like 33, that's when you like really, shit's really starts clicking. Like, and for him, shit was cooking.
They say, what? They say 30s is when you finally get your life together.
And I feel like we were seeing him get his shit together.
Right before our eyes, bro. I don't know. I don't like...
Yeah, I don't like this shit at all.
This shit.
It's hard to even talk about this shit, like, because like I really I feel for it. I feel for his family, like even us as for the selfishness of the community, like how we want. He got 2 kids, that's babies, like he got 2 young ass kids, like now they gonna grow up without a father. That's another black family kids growing up without a father. Like, and that's the trickling effect that happens in our community that fucks us up. And this shit gotta stop, man. Like, this shit is whack. Like, fuck.
Another black man down.
Man down, man.
For no reason, bruh.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Anybody got any solutions to
Trump is focused on building a wall.
Man, fuck Trump.
That's what he's worried
Trump
about.
Trump ain't getting none of my time today.
No, that's what I'm saying. We have a president he talked about Jesse Smollett, so let's see if he'll talk about Nipsey Hussle. Do you think Nipsey is worth being mentioned by the president?
I don't know.
But Jesse Smollett is?
No. The president is not going to talk about nobody doing good for the black community. The only thing he's going to talk about is the unemployment rates. That means squat. Like,
it's a reason, not a good reason, but a reason. What do you mean? What do you mean it's a reason? It's a reason for what? For him dying? Him being murdered?
I mean...
Murdered? What?
If you believe in God, you believe there's a reason for everything, so... It'll all work itself.
I don't think that was a part of God's plan.
So you think somebody interrupted God's will?
Someone's always interrupting God's will.
No. It's all a part of God's will.
You think
it all is. That
in the middle of about to change the world, God would stop that? Because God is sending people down here to do things, bro.
Nothing. God is up there chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
This is us doing this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is not a part of God's plan.
A human being killed Nipsey Hussle.
That's what I'm just saying, bro.
Is bigger than one death. Like, there's millions of deaths that happen all the time. Like, you think
but those are man-made deaths. Those are not like God making his entrance, like, and him doing the doing, or not people living out their long lives and then God calling them home. These niggas, people are just waking up and playing God. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is not a part of God's plan. God is like, what the fuck, man? I just had God probably had a whole blessing he was probably about to drop on Nipsey,
God
bro.
knows all. He already knew what was gonna happen. He knows the beginning and the end.
About to drop the blessing, bro.
No, it's.
You're not gonna tell me,
you're not gonna make me because I gotta hold on to something.
You can hold on to something. I'm not steering you away from anything. I'm saying that
I'm talking about for the people. We gotta keep them faith. We gotta keep them holding on.
What are they holding on to?
Faith. Even though that Nipsey died, that something's good gonna come out of this shit. Man.
There ain't nothing good about somebody fucking dying, bro.
Something's good.
Somebody done lost their families. Like, somebody done lost a father, a husband, like, a friend. Nothing's good about that. Nothing is good about that. And that was not in God's plan for this man to die today. I feel like God was interrupted in writing out his blessings for Nipsey.
You know God's plan.
No, but when things are out of God, like when someone takes it upon themselves, like you said with the massacres, and just start airing shit, you're telling me that was God's plan for 58 other people to die that day?
No, that's free will. God has nothing to do with.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that this human decided to play God for a day. I'm saying that wasn't a part of Nipsey's storyline. God wrote.
You don't know what Nipsey's storyline.
Bro,
that's
you just said that. You just said
his storyline.
I
don't believe that. Oh, he was supposed. No.
What
happens is what happens.
No, that is not how life works, bro. That is not. So you're telling me that you just said that we're playing. You just said that we are the ones doing all of this shit.
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about? If that person did not wake up feeling the way that he did today, Nipsey would still be alive. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if God set out this journey for you,
God was supposed to intervene and block the bullets with his hands?
But how many times has God saved your life?
A lot.
Exactly.
How many times do you think God has saved Nipsey Hussle's life? You think this is the first time
God
has never intervened and saved his life? He's supposed to be there every time to block every bullet? He could have saved his life 1,000,000 times. I'm
not saying that he couldn't, but you're bypassing the fact that maybe this could have been the first time. You're just so adamant of like, no, I don't want her to be right. Sometimes you just gotta open your eyes, bro, and gotta see shit for what it is. Like, people are fucking insane and they like to play God. If they want somebody, then they're gonna fucking kill them. Now, you're not gonna tell me that God was like, oh yeah, this good person should die.
I don't believe it has anything to do with interrupting God's will. I think God's will is always going to be done no matter what. There's no interruptions. It's already done. Everything is already done. It's already gonna happen. Like, he already knows what's gonna happen.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Okay. You did great. I'm gonna have our people call your people.
What we do here at Can We Be Serious Radio is we're trying to be serious. So it's not gonna cut it. We're trying to be serious, and what you're doing is just not serious. So.
Yeah, but you definitely can audition every Wednesday and Sunday at 9ish. Damn, I forgot the line.
She back. Oh, fuck.
Whew.
We're trying to be serious.
We're trying to be
and
serious.
And that just wasn't serious, so.
I'm saying, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for another episode.